Hello guys, welcome back to the Red Devil Stand with all the latest Manchester United news and transfer news. Well, we have a lot to get into today. There are some breaking news coming out right now regarding, Rasmus Hojlund, regarding Maguire, regarding Dean Henderson, and there are some quotations coming out regarding Mohammed Kudus as well. I have put that on that ticker and we will, go on about all those subjects. And there is one more thing. There are one news more coming out regarding our sale update, our club sale update as well. So we will jump right into that. So you know what to do. Like the video, smash the like button, man. And if you're new to the community, please subscribe, man. Please subscribe. We are only one away from our target of 130 subscribers. It's a really small target. We're only one away from it. So if you're new to this and you are liking the show, you are liking our community, please to subscribe. And those who have subscribed really recently, I would like them to, communicate in the comment section. So please guys do that. I have already seen that Rohit is online. So yeah, man. Thank you for joining, Rohit. So I was talking about all the news that's been coming out. The first thing I will talk about, it's about the sale. There is an update coming out regarding our club sale. So what they're saying is, this is coming from Sky Sports. Sky Sports claims that there will be an update regarding the takeover situation at United once the club comes back from their pre-season tour next week. There are fears the Glazers may decide to stay despite staging multiple rounds of bidding with Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim since February. Sky stopped short of saying that a takeover may happen this window, but that rather clarification will be given regarding the process, which is now into its 8th month. So yeah, man, this has been the news coming out regarding the sale process right now. It's coming out of Sky Sports that we will hear some update regarding our sale, our club sale in the coming week, when our tour season will end, when our tour matches will end and the squad will come into UK. After the return to Carrington in Manchester, we will hear some clarifications from the Glazers about the sale. It is not saying that they will announce the sale of the club. It is not absolutely saying that. What they are saying is, yeah, they will clarify on the subject. So please, guys, I would like to know, what do you think about this particular situation? What do you think the Glazers will do? I obviously know that every one of you wants the Glazers out. As already Steve is saying, I can see that. So yeah, man, I think that is the most, best course of action for us fans, for our club, to be very honest. But I don't think so. And even Sky Sports are also saying that they may decide to stay as well. See, the thing is that when they announced in November, they didn't come right up and say, yeah, the club is up for sale. They said that they are looking for alternative investment that could lead into the sale of the club. But it wasn't assured that, yeah, they will sell the club. And as I have said, man, so many times, if they do not sell the club, if they really come out next week and say, yeah, they are opting for some investment plans and all that stuff, we all know that Eric Ten Hag said earlier that, yeah, he wants to talk with the Glazers when he was in that American tour. We are still on that US tour. So I'm pretty sure he wants clarification, whatever that may be. Whether they stay in the club, whether they, opt for an investment planning like, Elliott Groups or something like that. They can sell to Sheikh Jassim or maybe Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Whatever the option, I guess we will get some kind of clarification in the coming week. So please let me know, guys. If we were to sell Harry Maguire this summer, what would be a good fee? You guys say it to me. You guys, believe me, I know that it's been 20 million. I would jump right into that after this particular subject. There are some, breaking news coming out about Rasmus Hojlund as well. So please communicate with me, guys, about that subject as well. Please let me know what do you think about that sale update I just talked. So what he's saying right now, it came from, I was, reading all the articles. I was reading the article from Manchester Evening News, and they said United are set to launch a decisive assault on Rasmus Hojlund in the coming days, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. It is an Italian outlet. United are optimistic of getting their man before the new season kicks off, and this most recent report suggests stocks are set to intensify, suggesting a new offer could come in a matter of hours. And when I was reading that, on that particular instant, Fabrizio Romano tweeted that Man United improved their bid to Atlanta during direct talks today. It will be more than 60 million euro package. Understand, negotiations are still on. Manchester United want to close the deal as soon as possible to focus on other positions right after. Well, and very clear, he wants Manchester United. That was so. As I said, man, yeah, that all the Italian outlets are not very, reliable. But when it comes to the Italian transfer market, it's quite natural that they are getting some, good information. So when I was reading that, Manchester Evening News article, I was thinking that it may be true. And that particular instant, Fabrizio Romano tweeted that Manchester United have formally, and this is a formal bid. This is not a verbal bid. This is a formal bid. It consists of more than 60 million euros for him, including add-ons. I guess it doesn't, say that, but I hope that it would be including add-ons. And the negotiations is, really very intense right now. It's getting intense, as we all know. We will try to secure that deal within this weekend. As I have said so many times in this week, that we can hear, and here we go from Fabrizio Romano himself. So that can happen, man. Fingers crossed, but that can happen, man. Please let me know your opinion, guys. Please let me know that. So anyway, the one thing I will talk about, as you guys have already mentioned, that, Harry Maguire deal, it came from, first I was reading it from David Ornstead, and in this case also, on that particular moment, Fabrizio Romano have said the same thing, that Harry Maguire, West Ham's £20 million bid for Harry Maguire has been rejected. The Hammers will move again despite Maguire not being 100% sold on leaving as of yet, as well as big wages. So yeah, man. In my opinion, I do want to know your opinion, guys, but in my opinion, 20 million should be enough. 20 million pounds, it's pounds, not euros. So it's around 28 to 29 million euros. At least 25 to 26 million euros, I guess. 20 million pounds win. So yeah, it's 20 million pounds for Harry Maguire. And believe me or not, he's around 14 to 15 million pounds in wages every year in Manchester United. So we will not be only earning 20 million. He's 2 years left in his contract. So that's 30 million. We will be saving 30 million on his wages for what we will have to give him, even if he absolutely does nothing. So keeping that in mind, I guess 20 million pounds is quite a generous offer for Harry Maguire. Believe me, the way he has performed in over the past months and years, I do not think. See, we were stupid to sign him for 85 million euros. It was our stupidity. We have spent that much money on Harry Maguire. We can't expect some other team will do the same mistake. They will absolutely not. So getting 20 to 25 million pounds for Harry Maguire, I think should do the job. But please, guys, let me know your opinion in the comment section as well. So yeah. Every one of you are saying Glazers out. Yeah, man, absolutely, man. Glazers out, man. Free and reward to any club that is taking him. Man, I was also thinking that they just got rid of, Declan Rice. I can think the nervousness of, West Ham's fan right now. I can get that, but believe me, I am being honest when I say this, that I really think, believe me, I absolutely think that Harry Maguire and a player like, Scott McTominay could actually do a great job in West Ham. And you know why I say this? Those are not very bad players. Those are decent players. But they are not just good enough for Manchester United. The standards we have held for so many years, if you compare them to those standards and even the standards we have right now, they fall short. They fall short way too much, man. I must say that. See, the thing is that when Lingard moved to West Ham, he performed well actually. He performed well because there are not much pressure as it is the case when it comes to Manchester United. The fans' expectations are skyrocketing, always as usual. We always expect the best out of our players. So there are a lot of pressure. So if you took that instant, I really think that yeah, Harry Maguire and a player like Scott McTominay could actually do some good for themselves as well if they join, West Ham. And if Harry Maguire wants to get selected in the coming Euro, I do think he needs game time, which he will absolutely not get if he stays in Manchester United. So please guys, let me know that what your opinion is, that what price should it be, what amount of money you think should be fair for a player like Harry Maguire. Please let me know that. And any of you guys, I will say it again, if you are new to the channel and enjoying the show, please hit the subscribe button. You are only one away from getting 130, man. Prithviraj is saying if it's West Ham, they then should bring 50 million. But the truth is, Maguire was 15 plus 20, 15 to 20, I guess you meant, man. Absolutely, man. It shouldn't be nothing more than that. I know that we have slapped a 40 million or maybe 50 million for Harry Maguire. We will never get there. There is no team out there in this entire planet who would give us 50 million for Harry Maguire. That is just not happening. So we are being stupid if we keep thinking that we will get 50 million out of a player like Harry Maguire. That will just not happen, man. So getting 20 million while we can, we should have, sealed the job. I guess they are saying that, West Ham will try again. I hope they try again and, slightly put that bit a bit up. I guess that could help. Maybe 25 million pound would do the job. I hope it does the job. As I just said, that we will be paying him 30 million in wages in the coming 2 years. That is also the thing that we will be saving if we let go of him. So we should keep that in mind, man. Which is saying I would take anything just to see him gone. Absolutely, brother. I feel you, believe me. Manchester United reject 20 million offer from West Ham to sign Harry Maguire permanently. David Moyes keen on England centre back, but unlikely. West Ham United Football Club will push again and feeling 30-year-old wants to fight for. I hope so, man. Yeah, man. Manchester United place plus salary also an issue. Absolutely, man. The salary, as I've just said, that we should obviously keep that in mind when we are pricing Harry Maguire, because he is on a stupid amount of wage. He gets 200 grand a week for doing absolutely nothing. I mean, seriously, man, he's like the happiest man on the planet, I guess. He gets 200 grand a week for absolutely doing nothing, and you cannot criticize him, as we have already said, that he has nothing to prove. So yeah, there were some rude attitudes from Harry Maguire as well, I must say that. I know that he have gone a bit quiet now, but he was quite vocal about his stupidity, I must say that, man. Half of what we paid for, not good enough in Manchester United team, but he is good in England team, so Anthony above 40 million. Sorry, man, Anthony, who are you talking about? Anthony or Harry Maguire? We are talking about Maguire, man. I guess we are talking about Maguire as well. See, the thing is that, yeah, man, we can ask for 45 million, but as I just said, we have spent a lot of money on Maguire. It's around 85 million pounds it was when we bought him. Should we have spent that money? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That was a stupid decision from our part. So we cannot expect some other club to make that stupid decision again, even after what they have said. They have seen how Harry Maguire have performed in the last few years, and it hasn't been, impressive at all. They don't care how he performed in the England squad. The England is not paying the money, West Ham is. So I'm pretty sure they will, acknowledge the performance he have given in a Manchester United shirt, not as an England player, man. Believe me. Half a curly whirly and a packet of love hearts, and I'll pack too. Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. Ritesh is saying 40 million. Ritesh is having some high hopes here. It's good, man. As I have said, if there is a club out there who will be willing to pay 40 to 50 million pounds for Harry Maguire, believe me, I would go out and hug them if that was possible. Believe me, I would have done that, man, because he is so hard to sell. Let's keep that in mind. It's not like that hundreds of clubs have, lined out of Old Trafford to buy Harry Maguire. It is not the case. If it was the case, we would have asked for 50, 60, 70 million for Harry Maguire. But it is not the case, man. Nobody wants him other than West Ham. Right now, absolutely nobody. There is no link. As Chelsea have officially said that they are not after Harry Maguire. So yeah, it's only West Ham. So we have not much of a leverage to push other clubs to pay 30-40 million for a player like Harry Maguire. I do not see that happening. Maybe West Ham will go up for at least 4-5 million, I guess. It could be 25 million pounds, maybe 5 million in add-ons or something like that. Can make that deal happen. I do hope so, man, that does happen. All of you guys, thanks all of you guys for saying to subscription. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Ricky is saying Manchester United stop playing with our feelings, man. Give us rice money to take 3 players Maguire, Fred, Martial, please. West Ham. And there are some, some breaking news about Fred as well. Please let me know your opinion on that regard as well. It's coming out from Sky Sports. They are saying Fred has agreed a personal terms with Galatasaray. If a deal is agreed, Manchester United will go for a replacement with talks taking place with Fiorentina over a potential deal for Sofian Amrabat. As we all know that what's the topic been around regarding Amrabat buyout, that we need to sell some players to go out and buy Amrabat. So yeah, and that few players is definitely one of them is Fred. So I guess as we know that we have accumulated around 20-21 million after we got rid of Anthony Elanga, Alex Telles and Zidane Iqbal. So we guess I guess that we have around 20-21 million in the bank right now for Amrabat, and if we can go out and secure the deal, not secure the deal, make sure that Fred gets sold. Maybe it's to Galatasaray or Fulham, whoever is willing to pay that money, what Manchester United is asking. I guess that will happen in the coming days and we will go for Amrabat then. We all knew about that. It's nothing new, but there are some breaking news that he have, agreed the personal terms. That is the news section that came out regarding that Fred subject. Siddharth is saying, Hammers are just suffering from what they did with Rice. You sold your player for 100 million and you are pricing players for ice fish money. Yeah, man. Manchester United should just accept loss on Maguire. This guy is completely a flop. I can't agree with you more, brother. Believe me, I have said, and I will say this. If Manchester United are seriously thinking that they could accumulate a sum of 40-50 million by selling Harry Maguire, that is just not going to happen. They need to be realistic as well. They need to dissect that how his performance was while he played as a Manchester United player. It wasn't impressive at all. I do not think there was a single match where Harry Maguire performed brilliantly. And he played for us for at least 3.5 years now. So yeah, man. There wasn't I couldn't remember a single match where Harry have played brilliantly. There isn't a single match, guys. So when we are thinking about 40-50 million, we want that. Obviously, as I just said, if any other club is out there who wants to offer that kind of money, kudos to them, man. But I do not think that is going to happen. Shivani is saying West Ham after collecting the whole money from Rice, what they can offer, like seriously. 20 million is more than enough for okay, man. This is exactly what I'm saying, man. See, you guys can have your own opinion. You may think that 40 million should be the money that we should get, by selling Maguire. But you have to think that the club who is getting him, will be getting him, would have to pay that hefty amount of wage for the coming 2 years. They will have to do that as well. I have already discussed about this particular subject. So Harry Maguire have 2 years contract left in him. So if he gets to West Ham United, he will get that salary at least for the 2 coming years. And that is a huge amount of money for a club like West Ham, believe me, guys. So we can't just ask them to pay 50 million plus 200k in wage to Harry Maguire for the coming 2 years. That cannot just happen. That is just being us getting irrational. I do not think that should be the case, and I don't think that will be the case. I am pretty sure Manchester United will sacrifice on that price tag of Harry Maguire what they have put in for. Rishabh is saying, imagine West Ham, no respect for Maguire, the great former United captain. Shubhajit is saying 35 million maximum, no one is bidding above that, but heard Moyes is obsessed with Maguire. Yeah, man. That is the one thing that I guess we are looking to exploit, to be very honest. That is the only aspect that is, giving the encouragement to Manchester United negotiators. That is one fact we could expect is that, yeah, David Moyes is quite obsessed with, Harry Maguire, as he was quite obsessed with Fellaini, I guess. So, yeah, man. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that Fellaini guy anymore. But if, see, as I've said, if we can get that money, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But I know that John Murdoch is quite high right now, that he's getting deals done, man. I mean, yeah, British media outlets are covering him like he's a Superman. So I guess he's feeling like a Superman and he thinks that, yeah, what he will say will be the final word. But it is not the case if you face the reality, man. So yeah, I do not think that will be the case. We will get 35-40 million for him, 25 million plus 5 million or 10 millions in add-ons. That can be done. I guess that would be the deal which we will opt for. I guess, man. I hope so. Okay. Ogni would have given him 1 rupee if he was the club's owner. Yeah, man, absolutely. I don't think he even deserves that. Shomo is saying free of charge, but then we want funds for better players. So yeah, at least 45 million. See, man, we want funds for better players, but we cannot have that fund by selling Harry Maguire. As I have said, we have to be realistic about this. The money they will be paying, the wage they will be paying for the 2 years, and also the performance of Harry Maguire. It wasn't impressive at all. The only leverage we have on our hand is, number one, he is a British player, and number two, that yeah, David Moyes likes him. That is one leverage we can spin that wheel on. So yeah, man. As long as we can add some fund to complete our transfer, a centre back, defensive mid, another centre forward, goalkeeper, backup. I know, man. I know. See, the thing is that Harry Maguire is not the one who will, give us funding by selling the guy. There are some other players, as Fred, as Van de Beek, McTominay. I know Martial is out of the list right now. Maybe Brendan Williams, if some other clubs are interested, is interested in him. I don't know. There are no links regarding Brendan Williams. But if we are able to sell Anthony Elanga, I can Brendan Williams is sellable as well, as he have put out a decent performance in that Real Madrid match. After seeing that performance, I think he should be sellable. He should be. We should at least get 10-15 million out of him as well. I don't know if that will happen, but there are players from whom we can accumulate some money. So yeah, man. Thank you, Dharma, for suggesting that. And please, guys, if anyone is new here and watching the show and enjoying the show, please hit the subscribe button. We are only one away from reaching our target. It's 130. It's a small target. It's nothing huge. So please, guys, if you can help it out, it's absolutely free. It will cost you nothing, and that will only be the one thing I will absolutely ask of you, man. Nothing more. Yeah, man. Glazers out, man. Absolutely Glazers out, man. Adam is saying, come on, this guy is a terrible player. Just one game and we will wish he left for free. Yeah, man. We should, remember those kind of feeling when we actually felt that if anybody took Harry Maguire on free, we should have done that. So yeah, 20-25 million pounds is quite a generous offer, I must say, man. It's pounds. So 20 million pounds with at least 25, 26, 27 million euros. So that is not a small amount. Believe me, guys. It's quite generous what West Ham is offering. But as they have said that they will come again to secure that deal, I guess we can opt for 25 to 30 million. I guess that can happen, man. So anyway, I will, move on to the next bit of the news that's been coming out, as I have said in my ticker as well, that Mohammed Kudus, as soon as Ten Hag knocks on his door, he will go. I am pretty sure you guys have already heard this quote by now. It's coming from Marcel van der Kraan on Mohammed Kudus from Sky Sports. He said, as soon as Ten Hag knocks on his door, he will go. See, the thing is that I was quite aware of this Mohammed Kudus situation for the past at least 10-12 days, I guess, more than 10-12 days. There was an article which was saying, they were claiming that Manchester United not necessarily is, going out for a out-and-out number 9. They can opt for a player like Mohammed Kudus, who have played as a striker, as an attacking mid, as a right winger, and who have that ability to take the ball and have a sprint of 20-30 meters, essentially, who can carry the ball. It's not like that Manchester United want a striker who should be absolutely box to box. See, the thing is that even Hojlund is not a box-to-box striker. As we have dissected his abilities as well, we all know that he have that ability as well to run, to carry the ball at least 20-30 meters. He have that ability. So I don't know how much, interest we have right now with Kudus, the information is absolutely correct. But the thing is, he may actually come, he may, as we have already seen with Hojlund, that how much interest he is showing in Manchester United. So that may well be the case for Kudus as well. But does Erik ten Hag wants him? If he wants him, he wants him. But I do not think that would be the case, man. I know there are lots of outlets talking about that right now, as it broke recently. But I don't think so that we will go for Kudus. I mean, if we are going for Amrabat, I do not see Kudus joining the club, man. I really do not see that happening. Please let me know your opinion, guys. Please let me know. Who will be saying bad decision by Ten Hag? Fred was more useful than Scott and Maguire combined. The two should have been sold before Fred, who I am to decide, but we will rule this decision. Yeah, man. If you are absolutely correct about that. Was Fred up to the standard of Manchester United? No, he was not. But was he a better player than McTominay and Maguire? Obviously he was. Absolutely he was. He have given us some decent performance at the very least, which I cannot say, especially about Harry Maguire. What I have just said quite a while ago, that I cannot remember a single match where Harry Maguire performed brilliantly wearing our shirt. I just can't remember, man. I just can't absolutely remember. And the reason I can't remember because that didn't happen. So yeah, man. Rohit is saying Galatasaray is gonna be fire on fire. Zaniolo, Zaha, Icardi, Torreira, Martins, and now Fred. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They are winning business. I must say that they are on fire right now. There have been some, Samuel Lockhurst. This came from Samuel Lockhurst regarding Dean Henderson, and he said United receptive to doing loan to buy deal with Forest for Dean Henderson, but want the money in by January at the very latest. So what they're saying essentially that as it stands right now, we will send Dean Henderson on loan. The first offer what Nottingham Forest put in is for they will pay the money after Dean Henderson have played 30 games under them, but that is not the thing that Manchester United is complying for. They are saying they will give him something. Manchester United will give Nottingham Forest some time to pay the money for Dean Henderson, but at the very latest, it should be in the January. I think it's quite good if we are not getting any money, and as we all know that no other club is showing any interest whatsoever on Dean Henderson. So yeah, if we can loan him out now and get the money in the January, which will boost our January transfer market, we need that money for January transfer market, man. See, if we have a 20-25 million budget for January transfer market and we can sell, we get the money by selling Henderson on that period of time, it would be around 50-55 million, and that is not a very bad budget when it comes to January transfer window. 55 to 60 million, you can do some decent deals. So that would absolutely help us. If that is the deal we are able to pull, I would be quite glad with that. Please let me know your opinion as well in this particular as well, guys. Please let me know. Let him go with immediate alacrity. I 17 for Rasmus Hojlund. Yeah, man. Very bad decision. I really don't understand why Fred has to go while we still have useless players on board. Van de Beek, Martial, Maguire. They should have been sold first. I see the thing is that the only reason they're still in the club, man, because it's hard to sell them. Why do you think they are still in the club? It's not like that we love them. Our club loves to pay them. It is not like they are just not very sellable. Which Fred was, which Fred is still, because he have some decent performance under our shirt. He have done that, but not. You can't say the same thing when it comes to Harry Maguire, Scott McTominay, Van de Beek. Martial have given us some decent performance over the years, but that is not the case with those other guys. So yeah, man. Usman is also saying, please subscribe. Thank you, all of you guys for for helping out me on this process, man. Prithviraj is saying that Kudus, let them buy Hojlund first. Yeah, absolutely, man. That is what I was thinking when I read that article at least 2 weeks ago. I guess it was around 12 to 14 days, or maybe 10 to 12 days it was. But I didn't cover that news because I didn't think there was any potential in it. But as it is coming right out now from every other outlet, I thought we should at least talk about it. But I do not think that would be the case, man. I do not think. I like the deal after 3 to 5 games because if they were serious, they were to purchase him permanently. Yeah, I know that Manchester United is saying 3 to 5 games, but they can, make that happen even in the January, transfer market as well. But that should be the latest. Manchester United will not wait anymore for Dean Henderson's money to come in. They will wait up till January. The first offer we have put in with Nottingham Forest, it was, you can take him now, but you would have to pay the money after he played 5 games. I don't think that would be the case, but yeah, doing that deal when the money comes in January, that could be quite useful, guys. That should absolutely be useful, because I have just explained, if we have a small budget of 25 to 30 million on the winter transfer market and we get the money from selling Henderson on that period of time, that will boost our winter transfer market very much, man. So yeah, that we should keep in mind, man. Nottingham Forest are playing games. They are, man. They know how bad our negotiators are. So it's not only about Nottingham Forest. Why do you think this Hojlund deal is taking so much time? We have already proposed them more than 60 million euros. Already we have done that. So yeah, we have already exceeded our budget for Hojlund. They are still not agreeing to give that. I know that they haven't rejected the bid, but they haven't accepted yet also. So yeah, I do hope they accept that, because it is just getting too much for Atlanta as well. They are getting just a bit too greedy, in my opinion. So yeah, man, I think the deal should be closed after our latest bid. That should happen, man. Steve is saying, although Hojlund recently said Smalling is the toughest defender he had faced in Syria, making this deal seem like a bad one. But I won't disapprove of it. It like one scene. Yeah, man. Yeah. See, Smalling have made some drastic changes after he went to Syria. Actually, his performance actually, he have a lot of he have progressed a lot after joining Syria. So yeah, I haven't seen him every week in, week out, but I have seen him, bits of game time of Smalling. I have seen him, and he have improved in my opinion as well, but I won't say that he's the toughest defender in Syria. I will not just go out and say that, man. If Hojlund have said that, I wasn't aware of that, but if he have said that, maybe there was some reason to it. So anyway, guys, see, there are lots of news. The takeover saga especially, man. The takeover saga, what do you guys think what would happen in the next week when our team returns from that US tour, as Sky Sports is claiming that we will see some updates coming on regarding the sale process in the coming week? I don't know, and I don't know what to expect. After all the drama that we have been through for the past 8-9 months now, I really don't know what to expect actually. I really don't know, man, believe me. Because, see, the thing is that if they were actually opting for selling the club to a guy like Sheikh Jassim, I really think that they would have done that already. So that is the one thing that is quite worrying me. Because see, the thing is that why there is no point in holding up the selling process if they eventually end up selling the club to Sheikh Jassim. They would have done that way earlier, because it's a huge amount of money. So there are some reasons maybe that they are rejecting that bid over time and time again. We have seen how many bids have been rejected by the Glazers of Sheikh Jassim and Jim Ratcliffe as well. I do not think that they have the pure intention of selling the club. I know that I have said so many times, I think that they would end up selling the club, but as it stands right now, it is making me think, man. It is making me think. So please, guys, let me know your opinion as well about that subject. Okay, man, what can I do, man? What can I do? Seriously, what can I do, man? The way YouTube is behaving in every other... See, even in the, the afternoon session, when I ended it, I just saw that there were 23 likes. Within 1 hour, it came down to 1 like. That is how YouTube is working right now, I guess. I don't know what to do, man. So anyway, if anyone is, new in this channel and enjoying the show, I will say it again, please subscribe, man. Please subscribe it. So yeah, we have a small target of 130 subscribers. I guess we are at 129 right now. So, it is absolutely free. It will cost you nothing, but it will help us a lot, man. Building this such a wholesome and supportive and friendly community. And the many of you guys who have joined just our community, I would like to, talk with you as well, interact with you as well. So please do not hesitate to comment and let me know your opinion as well, man. It's saying 50 paisa ticket and run for Harry Maguire match. Manchester United won 30 million for Harry Maguire and 45 million for Scott McTominay, West Ham Central. Yeah, man. I don't know what they're thinking. Absolutely, I do not know. I mean, the way those guys have performed in the previous years, do you really think that they are worth 45, 50 million, 35, 40 million? I don't think so, man. I absolutely see. The thing is that I will be absolutely delighted if we can manage that out, but I do not think that will be the case. I absolutely do not think that will be the case, man. Because see, the thing is that you have to keep in mind the wage structure of those players, especially Harry Maguire. He is 200 grand a week. I don't know how much West Ham pays to their highest paid player, but I'm pretty sure it is nowhere near 200 grand a week. I am absolutely sure of that at the very least, man. So yeah, please let me know about the Kudus situation as well, guys. Yeah, man, see that. See, the thing is that we have to keep on to the hope, but it is quite, shrinking down over time. I must say that it is shrinking down the way the process is, the process is delaying each passing day. I mean, how many months, 8, 9 months it has been. We are still on that same point we were 7 months ago. We still have those bids on the table from Sheikh Jassim and Sir Jim Ratcliffe. I know that I have been talking about that sale process, since our community, since I have created this community, I have been talking about the Glazer sale from that long, and it still haven't been sold. We have made 100+ videos, but still Glazers couldn't say their mind what to do about the sale process, man. Sorry, guys. I mean, believe me, I will take any decision at this point. I just want to know. I just want to get clarified. I'm pretty sure this is the same situation as Eric Ten Hag as well. He just wants clarification. Whether it's the Glazers, whether it will be Sheikh Jassim, whether it will be Sir Jim Ratcliffe or some other investment company, whatever the decision they are going to take, I guess Eric Ten Hag will, as we have already known that he has said in the press conference publicly that he will talk to the Glazers, he will give them advice on the sale process and such. So I guess he have already done that, maybe. I guess that could have already happened. So that is why we are hearing this news, and he has taken a big dig in the last day's press conference where he has said that all of us are doing to get the deal done, and then he have rectified himself and said, okay, not all of us, but most of us. I guess that was a dig on the Glazers, as I have said on that time as well. So that could be the case. So that may be the reason we are seeing some news coming out about the sale, because it was absolutely dead on that subject. The whole British media, the whole world media was absolutely silent about that process, and they were so vocal for the past 5-6 months. So it was quite unusual, to be, in my opinion, man. Ishank is saying fair prices for them both. We are not under too much pressure to sell them. Great strategy. Finally, some good business in the club of ours. See, man. See, Ishan, the thing is that we are, to be very honest, we are under pressure to sell them. Because if we are not getting rid of players like Van de Beek, Scott McTominay, Harry Maguire, we will be paying those wages in the coming years as well. And believe me, I do not think, especially Harry Maguire, Van de Beek, they will get any pitch time at all. Maybe there is the slightest chance of McTominay getting some pitch time, but I absolutely do not think Harry Maguire and Van de Beek getting a regular start or maybe getting regularly substituted by Eric Ten Hag. I do not think that will be the case. Believe me, man. Believe me. Especially if Eric Ten Hag really signs Johnny Evans for this year, that will be an out-and-out statement, to Harry Maguire that he does not want him. He absolutely does not want him. So yeah, man, I don't know what Eric Ten Hag will have to do to get rid of those players, but I do hope, they do it really, really fast, man. West Ham should bring it on. They have prize money packed. They should bring it out and stop being stingy. See, man, I know, and we all know the only leverage we have right now with West Ham is that David Moyes, really, really wants the guy. And if that is the case, that is quite a huge leverage we have got right now. So as I've said, it can go up to as much as 30 million. Maybe it can happen 25 plus 5 millions in add-ons, maybe 30 plus 5 millions in add-on. Those are the things that could happen, but we really need to make that deal fast, man. Because see, the thing is that I think that Fred will go to Galatasaray. At this point, I really don't think that Fred is going to join Fulham or some Saudi clubs. I do not think that is going to be the case. I guess, we will settle for 15, as we all know, that for Fred, we have set the price of 20 million. So I guess 15 million plus 5 millions in add-on would do the job. I guess Manchester United will compromise on that particular perspective. I guess that will happen. So yeah, if we can sell Fred, and I know that that is the only way we will be able to sign players like Amrabat. So if we can get a hold of Amrabat and we want to go out and buy players in position of centre back, a backup goalkeeper, even a second striker, we need to sell this player, man. We need to sell this player as soon as possible, man. But we will be saying, if I were West Ham, I would take the deal. It's a fat deal when the British tax is taken into account. I know, man. I know, as I have said, that the only way we will be getting any price out of Harry Maguire is because he is a British player. That will carry some weight. So I guess, we could get at least 30 million plus 5 million pounds in add-ons. I guess we will end up with that proposition. I guess so, man. 75 million, sell them, go in for Kane. I do not think Kane will be the case, man. The way shows it, Bayern Munich have, put in, they are in for Kane. They are serious about Kane. Bayern Munich going over 80 million plus, that hardly ever happens. That hardly ever happens that Bayern Munich is, willing to pay 80 to 100 million for a player. It absolutely never happens, actually. Even for Sadio Mane, I guess they have paid 29 million, I guess, when they got a hold of Sadio Mane. I guess they paid 20 to 30 million. So you can see what I'm saying about, right? I know that there will be British tax as well, because Harry Kane is British and he's a world-class striker, no doubt about that. I'm not saying that he's not worth 80, 100 million. Absolutely he is. But the thing is that I don't see that deal happening with us, man, because Bayern is quite serious. Bayern is absolutely serious, and they have already let go of Sadio Mane. They have already sold him to some Saudi club. So yeah, they need a striker right now, and I guess, and especially we have to keep in mind that Thomas Tuchel is the one, operating them. So yeah, he have managed in English Premier League. He knows how useful, or how, what should I say? I mean, how useful Harry Kane can be. I think they're in for, Harry Kane quite deep, man. They just can't let that happen to let Harry Kane go out and, join some other club. If we can manage to make that deal happen, I would be absolutely delighted, guys. I would be absolutely delighted. But to be, in my honest opinion, if I'm being honest with you guys, I don't think that would be the case, man. Next, go for Kudus and Amrabat, saying Tonmoy. Man, I'm pretty sure that we will go for, Amrabat, but I cannot assure you about the Kudus news. I know the news that's been broke out that it said as soon as Ten Hag knocks on his door, he will go. It does not mean that Ten Hag wants that. It is saying that the player is, ready to join Manchester United if Eric Ten Hag calls him. So if he is in Eric Ten Hag's plan, we will see that. But if you ask me, in my opinion, I do not think that would be the case. If we are going to secure Amrabat and Hojlund, I think our next choice will be a backup goalkeeper or centre back. As we have seen that some links coming out about Benjamin Pavard as well. That can also be the link. Please let me know about that, guys. What is your opinion? Do you think that if we get Benjamin Pavard as our right back, will we see that Aaron Wan-Bissaka playing as a right centre back? What do you think? My question would be, what do you think about Aaron Wan-Bissaka playing as the right centre back, keeping in mind how good he is on his defensive abilities. So please guys, let me know about that. Please guys. Swalaj is saying, okay, now we are talking business. Since Eric Ten Hag comes to Manchester United, we are doing great and smart business when it comes to dealing with transfer. The only mistake was signing Anthony Dos Santos for a big fees, but there I blame the Glazers, not him. Otherwise, he's smart when it comes to negotiating. I give him my flowers. Yeah, man, absolutely, man. See, the thing is that we could have get a hold of Anthony by paying 55 million. The only reason we couldn't get that deal because we were delaying that process for 3 months. We delayed that process for 3 months and we went in for Anthony at the very latter stage of the market. And you know, Ajax smelled our desperation and they took advantage of that. They absolutely took advantage of that. From Ajax's point of view, that was a great business. Even they wouldn't ask for 100 million when it was in the month of May. If we could have ended up signing Anthony in the month of May, we would have saved at least 40 to 45 million. And do not forget, it was also the case about Martinez as well. Martinez was 35, he was priced 35 million. But when we took 2 months to deal with it, we ended up paying 55 million for him. So even not only Anthony, we end up paying 20 million extra for Lisandro Martinez as well. So yeah, man. I know that it wasn't Eric Ten Hag's choice, or we can't blame the players. It wasn't Anthony who was asking for 100 million. It wasn't Martinez who was asking for that 55 million. They haven't got a single penny out of those money. So I will not. And see, that also disrupt our players, our fans' perspective as well. We see Anthony as a 100 million player and we expect something brilliant out of him. But essentially, he is a 50 million player, which was his asking price at the point when Manchester had first shown some interest. So yeah, we expecting him playing like a 100 million player is not very fair to him as well. Because he is not the one who asked for that 100 million. It was Ajax and the deal was between Ajax and Manchester United. He has nothing to do with it. If Ajax have asked for 10 million, we would have gotten him for 10 million. So yeah, man, we need to, before reaching any conclusion, I know that Anthony have a lot of room to improve in my honest opinion. If I'm being honest, I like the guy, but I'm pretty sure I will comply with that notion of yours, Swaraj, that yeah, he needs improvement. Absolutely, man. No doubt about that. May Sheikh Jassim succeed. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We love Sheikh Jassim. Where is Rohit? Okay, the next comment is from Rohit. My guess is that this takeover decision will be announced only after the transfer window is done, so as to keep the negotiations of player price fair and not inflated. Then, since we are in the new financial year, once the takeover is completed, FFP will not be a factor going forward. I hope that is the case, Rohit. I really hope that is the case, man. But believe me, the way it is going, even Sky is coming out and saying, yeah, the chances of Glazer selling the club is really, really low. So, if you ask me, I do not know anymore what to think about that, guys. I just can't dissect the situation anymore. Believe me, I just can't do that, man. Osman is saying, Glazers is keeping every fan in suspense regarding the takeover situation. It's either the team is being sold or they remain the owners of the club. I guess, believe me, the only way, as I've said, if they were opting for Sheikh Jassim, why wouldn't they sell the club? What Rohit has pointed out, it's quite natural, it's quite logical. But the thing is that Glazers are not logical. Glazers are not rational. If they can get the money, they will get it as soon as possible. If they decide to go for Sheikh Jassim, what is stopping them right now? Do you really think that they are thinking about the well-being of the club? That yeah, if Sheikh Jassim gets announced right now, he will get exploited. Manchester United will get exploited in the transfer market. I don't think that is even the last thing that is going on in with the Glazers' mind. That is the only thing that I am being tensed about, because if they were opting for an option like Sheikh Jassim, they would have done that already. So I guess they would, they would want, as we all know that Joel and Abraham Glazer want some substantial amount of share even after selling the club. I guess that is what is holding up the process, man. So yeah, we are tired with the selling saga. Absolutely, man. We are tired. We are frustrated. We feel bogus, man, about that. Believe me. After pre-season of 2055. I hope not, man. I hope not. I absolutely hope not, guys. Would be this. Please subscribe. Thank you, all of you guys for supporting this way, man. Forget this takeover stuff. It's not happening. All these things are politics. I do think so, man. As they have said, that they will not announce per se what is going to happen. They will give us a little bit of clarification. You know, after spending 9 months, they will give us clarification. I really think that they should, you know, clarify themselves first before giving us any clarification. What the hell do you want? You guys have a massive offer in the table. You guys also have an offer where, you know, you are getting to stay. You also have offers from, you know, like Elliott Groups, financial companies who have been offering you for a substantial amount of money and a little bit of share. So all of the possible offers you have already. So what are you waiting for? What exactly are the Glazers waiting for? What are they going to clarify to us? I am not sure even they are even clarified about what they want. So what are they going to clarify about us, man? I don't know. When the season begins, fans must intensify the protests. Believe me, Ogni, as I have said, if the Glazers come out in the next week and say they are not going to sell the club, the shitstorm that they are going to face, man, on and off the field, it would be massive. It would be massive. We have already seen how our fans reacted in that Liverpool match a couple of years back. I think we will see something even more devastating, man. If they come out and say that the club sale is not going to happen and they will be the owner for the foreseeing future, I don't know, man. It would be a shitstorm. It would absolutely be a shitstorm, man. Yeah, man. We all love Sheikh Jazim, man. We all love Sheikh Jazim. He said, I love you, JD. Yeah, I love JD. Yeah, man. We all love our little red devil. And I love you. I love Rohit and I love all of you guys, man. All of you guys. I know that you have been saying subscribe. I'm sure that we will get that subscription, man. Thank you, all of you guys, for being such a legend in the chat. Believe me. And please, any of you guys are new here, I will say it again, once again and one last time, that yeah, we are only one subscriber away from our minimal target of 130. I hope if anyone is new here and enjoying the show, please hit the subscribe button. It will cost you nothing, man, but it would help me a lot. So yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy the show, and we are always live at 4 p.m. and 11 p.m. on daily basis, talking about Manchester United. I don't know what can be even more good than that, man. That is absolutely brilliant, right, guys? So yeah, man. Jashan is saying some rumors though, just when I was getting accustomed to the Glazers family staying, then someone came up with this. Yeah, man, yeah. They will not get us settled in any thought process, whether it's they are going to sell to someone or whether they are going to stay. Whatever we, in whatever decision they take, when we are in the verge of making peace with that, some other news comes out about the sale process, man. You are absolutely right. There is no stability. Absolutely no stability. Ishank is saying no longer interested on this one. From last year until now, Manchester it is being sold. Now it's media. Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure it will at least drag on for a couple of months at the very least. I do not see, getting any concrete news, especially before the season starts. I just do not see that happening. If it does happen, I would be absolutely delighted. But I do not think that would be the case, man. Prithviraj is saying, where is Jerry? He's sleeping, man. He had his dinner and now he's sleeping, man. Yeah, man, it could be the case. It could be. It's okay, right? It's absolutely okay, guys. I am happy to just talk with you, man. I am just happy to talk with all of you guys who have been, supporting me from the very beginning. I just couldn't ask anything more. If someone gets, subscriber, it's always a happy news. But we have already, made some improvement today. I hope we will get our next subscriber maybe tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I will not get demoralized. You do not have to worry about it. Your Red Devil Bro will come daily, twice a day, and will talk to you guys about Manchester United. Nothing will stop me from doing that. It does not matter how much time it takes, man. It will not matter. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I will come. Will try to come and start the live session in time. It takes me sometimes a minute or so more because I am always busy gathering the news and stuff. I always cross check my references, so it takes some time. I will apologize to you guys for being a little bit late today. So anyway, guys, if you guys have enjoyed the show, I don't know that if you are able to hit the like button, but if you are able to, please smash it. Subscribe if you are new, and share as much as you can with other Red Devils, man. And I will see you tomorrow 4 p.m. live. So please try to join, and we will have a chat, man. Until then, goodbye, good night, and take care. And love all of you guys. Kudos to you guys, and thanks, Rohit, for all your kind words, man. All of you guys who have been so kind to me, for your love you have shown, the support you have shown. I will always be grateful, guys. So anyway, guys, goodbye. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow, man.